Are you saying that a woman cannot take a time off on her own and heal her soul from the turmoils or from the troubles of handling family issues?
I'm not in support of that. If you give them the privilege to do it alone, they can abuse it.
But a man can travel to Abuja.
Yes.
Maybe call it a board meeting, business trip.
Yes.
And then take a time off and stay in a hotel all by himself.
Yes.
And take care of his soul,
yes,
his body and his soul.
Honestly.
But a woman cannot do that.
A woman cannot do
because we are in this world.
No, because of her nature, because of her responsibility in the home.
But that's not fair.
Because of who she is. There is this thing that came up this morning. Just a neighbor in my compound had an issue with the wife. Yeah. So when I went closer to find out what was happening, I discovered that the young lady took her annual leave. You know, and wanted to travel to Port Harcourt, to a brother's house, at least to rest after almost 12 months of working in the office. So, but the husband decided that she should spend the leave in the house. And on the part of the woman, she feels that being at home would be more tedious, considering the type of domestic chores she will be attending to in the house. So now, what do you think about it?
There is this mistake that married people make, especially the men. They always think that the woman is not meant to travel out of the house or out of the city, and it's only the men that can take a time out and go to anywhere they like, and the women are not free
to travel.
Free in quotes to travel. But that's a very big mistake. Women are as free as the men, so long as there is an agreement between the two.
There are, or there should be.
Because there should be.
Because
there should be an agreement. If there's an agreement between the man and the woman, then to be easier for the man to maybe take up even her responsibilities while she is aware. But when there is no agreement, the family may be finding it difficult to maybe handle certain things, especially at home. Not to even talk about her work. So that's an issue. And again, we need to understand in this part of the world that our wives, the women, are as free as the men. There is supposed to be equality of the genders or the sexes in a marriage. That whatever is good for the goose is also good for the gander. Whatever is good for the man is also good for the woman.
I don't blame the man completely, because most women are very, very vulnerable. You know, so they can easily be convinced, or they can easily commit some kind of immoralities or kind of infidelity acts.
Where the man is not there to monitor,
the man is not around to help, to support. It's not necessarily monitoring, you support, but most times you fall into these things unconsciously because of pressure, loneliness. You know, actually, I believe men should give that space to women. But can the women respect and not betray the trust of those men? That is the question here.
Women can easily be trusted. Women can easily be trusted, because you know, these people, even if that woman in question happens to travel to that location from Lagos to Port Harcourt, she's going to stay with a family member, and maybe the family member is also married. But women find it difficult to distance themselves from responsibilities. If you tell a woman now to sleep for the whole day, she may find it difficult to sleep for the whole day. I'm not talking about all of them. There are lazy people, but women in general, the gender called women, they find it difficult to stay quiet and stay silent and just sleep off for the whole day. Even before they do that, they will kind of take some few responsibilities at home, check if the tap is running, check if the pumping machine is there, they will check everything checkable before they can now take that rest.
That's for responsible women.
They find it difficult. Yes, responsible women. Where she's going to, I bet you call it holiday, but she's not going to enjoy that holiday. She may not. She may go there now and take up, maybe if she's going to her brother's house, and the brother is married to with kids, and she has the brother has a wife too. The woman can take up the responsibility of waking the children up to bet them and prepare them for school the next day.
That's true.
The only difference is that it is no longer her children, but she's taking care of another person's children. Maybe those children may not be giving her the same trouble that her children used to give her. Maybe when you wake children up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. to prepare for school, they will start crying. You have to pet them and calm their nerves before you now help them to maybe brush their teeth and then bet them. The children there may obey everything. Maybe if she pets them and wakes them up, they may not start crying because it's another mother, it's another woman.
Depending on the type of children.
But if they are erratic, they are even more troublesome than her own. she will take up the responsibility. She cannot run away from it. There's no way a woman will find it difficult to be sleeping when the children have woken up and they are preparing to go to school. Even though they are not her own biological children, they are her brother's children, but she will do everything to participate in preparing them to school.
Depending on the personality.
Depending on the personality.
Okay, now, every man knows his wife.
Yes.
Every man knows the person of his wife, and vice versa.
Of course.
So some men may be skeptical. They may not want their wife to distance themselves or herself from him because of the type of person they have discovered over the years.
Yes.
You understand? So, you know, for me, if I have a wife I can rely on, I can trust.
Yes.
I can easily let her go.
Yes.
But my brother, mind you, that cousin or that uncle, that brother, that woman is going to meet cannot keep an eye on her just the way the man can do, because
that's true.
She always tries to respect her own privacy, you know. She can just come up with something. I want to go and visit my friend or a colleague.
Yes.
Down there at Eleme or at Grita.
And then take another route.
Do her business.
You
know. So, and the man on the other side will be thinking that the woman is safe there. You know. So it boils down to personality and understanding between the both parties, both husbands. You know, for me, if I want to take that kind of leave, and there should be a mutual agreement. Okay, let's take leave together and go on vacation. That's what I suggest.
Okay, are you saying that a woman cannot take a time off on her own and heal her soul from the turmoils or from the troubles of handling family issues?
I'm not in support of that.
But a man can travel to Abuja.
Yes.
Maybe call it a board meeting, business trip.
Yes.
And then take a time off and stay in a hotel all by himself.
Yes.
And take care of his soul.
Yes.
His body and his soul.
Honestly.
But a woman cannot do that.
A woman cannot
because we are in this world.
No, because of her nature, because of her responsibility in the home.
But that's not fair.
Because of who she is.
That's not fair. There's no equality there. If a woman cannot go out on her own, based on agreement with the husband, though,
yes,
go out on her own and heal herself from all the troubles.
I have always told you that gender equality cannot be balanced. You cannot get it.
The society is I mean,
you understand?
We are not getting it right. A woman is supposed to take out time from her house chores, from her office work or her business.
I'm not in support of that.
And go and stay in a quiet place and heal her soul.
I'm not in support.
Maybe at the riverside, maybe by the beach, maybe in a playing ground, maybe in a football pitch.
No. Do you know?
Take out time.
Do you know?
Getting married is not entanglement, remember?
Do you know that most men will always insist that their wife goes out with their little child because of suspicions? Because of the type of person that woman is. Do you know that women are very common in abusing privileges?
Yes, they could, but see, I am not comfortable with the fact that somebody will get married and there will be no trust in the marriage, and the man will think that watching over her ensures security.
It is because the woman have proven over the years that it's not worthy to be trusted.
Yes, it's very